Oh, hello there.
Cain refused the sacrifice.
Welcome. Back to the world of Soul Reaver 2. The time, 100 years. After whatever the previous time was. The place. This area from the earlier in the game. But now they're time monsters that teleport in. And see, now the water's drained, so now I can actually explore this area. Also, I try not to think about... As someone who has played Blood Rain recently, or at least I played Blood Rain 2, you know, that's not one... I would say that's not a series I think is, especially needing of a revival. Now I got that Dark Reaver. Blood Rain reboot. No, Team Ninja's too busy doing something. I think Majesco as an entity still technically exists. I'm sorry. If it makes you feel any better, even I haven't. Even I'm like, oh, maybe I should buy Metroid Prime. That's not going to happen, though, because... Aren't I playing Metroid right now? Kinda. Sorta. This one is far less Metroid than the first game. Well, I say first game. What's the difference between a Metroid and a Zelda? Very little. To quote Hardcore Gaming 101, a Metroidvania is just a game where with funny shaped keys. Yeah, I think it's a structural thing. Yeah, Spirit Temple's cool, though. Because they turned one dungeon into 2 dungeons. Oh, look at this abominable creature.
Beyond this edifice lay my sole hope of escaping this demon-infested wasteland. The time-streaming device contained therein offered my only prospect of journeying back into Nosgoth's early history. Unless I discovered some means of breaking the seal, I was condemned to be stranded here eternally.
It's true, the double jump, legally, it just feels good. Oh, Justin. Not a hull believer. What do they call fans of Hollow Knights? I just don't like Hollow Knight. I don't get it. I don't know, Justin. You also said the Dead Space remake was boring. Maybe you've played too many CRPGs. You've become the Throne of Ball. I don't know. I respect Hollow Knight. I'm not one of those people who's fucking zealous about it. Undertale fans or Hollow Knight fans? And Undertale fans. Hollow Knight fans are just people who are like, wow, look at this. The map doesn't tell me where I am. I'm going to have this aneurysm because I need to recognize places.
The passage of time had indeed cleared my way forward, enabling me to explore the northern mountains of Nosgoth. I was anxious to discover if some evidence of Janos Audrin's existence might still remain.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Look at this map, you whiny babies. Oh, it's not telling me exactly where I must be at any given moment. How am I to exist? I am trapped in a horrifying world.
Demon! Get it!
Zelda 2 does not have maps. I know. Zelda 2 is a weird outlier, like everyone always says. Take that, demon. Actually, what if I just ran past everyone? That seemed to have been working out. This is like the weird. It's the ink ribbon thing where it's not it's the principle of having unsure. Anyway, it's fine. Maps are good, but also draw your own map, you coward. This is brought to you by the Blobber Council of America. It is 1987 everywhere. The communists are here to get you. And the only way you can be safe is by drawing a map. Listen, Underknots has an auto map, and it's probably not as good. By the way, Valorian, I'm playing Underknots. That game seems good, but I think I might like it more than Sword City, based on the little I've played of it. I just got. I fought.
Here
what
I
was the
discovered
first real
the quaint
boss.
hamlet of Ustenheim, now long abandoned and collapsing into ruin. Legend claimed that Janos Ordring terrorized its villagers until the Sarathan hunters ferreted him out and destroyed him. If there was any truth to the old tales, the lair of the infamous vampire would not be far away.
Yeah, Etrian Odyssey 4 is the best one, secretly. I have opinions. It's okay. People tell me the things I like are bad. I mean, we can play Resident Evil 4 if we want. I have that installed, speaking of things that are good. See, this is what we refer to as bait. Video game. What games do you dislike that other people like? Right, you need to dodge. Fuck off. You assume that this game requires that level of finesse. When in fact, it does. You just have to hit them. Anyway, I don't know.
This edifice was clearly not crafted by human architects. As the figure beneath the balcony silently attested, these were the Ares of winged beings. Undoubtedly, I stood before the mountain refuge of the legendary Janos Ordren, but the entire sanctuary lay in ruin, collapsed under the force of some ancient cataclysm. As I suspected, the time streamer's deception ensured I was centuries too late to unearth anything of consequence here. With nothing behind me but the wasteland I had traversed, I resolved to press on and explore these canyons further. Oh no. Every time you turn up, something monumental and terrible happens. I don't think I have the stomach for it.
No drama this time, Raziel.
You are persistent, crossing time like this to follow me. Still waiting for that coin of yours to land on its edge.
I'm biding my time. I see that Mobius has played a little trick on you.
Yes. He clearly doesn't want me to meet this Janos Ordren.
Perhaps. Or maybe he merely hoped that it would harden your heart against me, to see this wasteland which I single-handedly authored.
My heart doesn't need hardening, Cabe. If I even suspected that destroying you would make any difference, I would do it this instant.
I knew you'd see through them, Raziel. Janos is indeed the key to your destiny, but you'll need to find your own way back into Nosgoth's past. Make no mistake, though, Raziel. You and I are now in great danger. We are irritants here. Malevolent forces are being marshaled to eliminate us.
You talk as though we're allies.
Regardless of
They
your
should kiss.
sentiments, Raziel, in their eyes, we are.
Well, they're certainly trying to eliminate you, King. There can be no doubt of that. I am assaulted relentlessly with demands for your demise. Whatever it is that you're plotting, they're scared to death of you. As for me, I suspect they made a grave error when they allowed my unique resurrection. I don't think they know how to destroy me.
You mustn't underestimate them, Raziel.
And who exactly is this diabolical they to which we keep referring? If there's some grand conspiracy
Oh,
going
Megasum,
on,
don't play the
right hand
Technomancer. It's
doesn't
boring
appear
as
to know what
fuck.
the left is doing. Even Mobius seems to be caught out at every turn.
Mobius is a puppet, Raziel. Haven't you realized that yet? That's the sweetest irony in all of this. Nosgoth's great manipulator is their plaything. But the ones pulling the strings haven't shown their faces yet.
They don't like us unwriting their carefully choreographed history, though, do they?
You must understand, Raziel, we haven't unwritten history, we've merely rewritten. The future flows around our petty actions, finding the path of least resistance, while admitting only the slightest alterations. This is the reshuffling you felt when you refused to kill me. And remember, Raziel, we are irritants in this regard as well. History will not allow the introduction of a paradox.
And if events cannot be reshuffled to accommodate the change?
It is the irritant who's expelled. Bear in mind that this may be exactly the outcome our enemies are trying to provoke. We must tread very carefully.
They should kiss. Yeah, Metroid Dread is very good. I just want to say the vampire should kiss. How can Raziel kiss if he has no lower jaw? I mean, listen. He can help. He can do other things that involve suction. I can't believe I made that fucking joke. I apologize. I would like to apologize for making a zombie pie tier joke. I hope everyone will forgive me for this grievous error. Apologize to ZP for ripping off his material. I will never apologize. As Mitt Romney wrote in his pre-presidential campaign memoir, no apologies for America. Barack Obama wants you to apologize about the racism and the slavery. He also wants to apologize about freedom and liberty. In other words, that mean whatever you want it to be. Also, yes, I don't know why I remember this. I don't know why. I assume by the camera, I am not supposed to be there. Nyan nyan. Oh, fuck. He's come to haunt me. A ghost. I said his name 3 times. And now he's here to tell me about his bad adventure game. 15 days. It's trying to be this dramatic heist story written by people who have apparently never seen a heist movie. I love when the camera is positioned in such a way that what are you talking about? As the preeminent adventure game is. As an adventure game, I will never apologize for loving adventure games. Unlike my opponent. Yeah, I didn't dodge. I just hit him. Oh no, the combat isn't great. The combat is very much, hey, you have a button. Press it. Alright, where the fuck is the thing that lets me go back to the material realm? I'll say I'm not necessarily playing this game for the gameplay. I feel like I can name numerous other 3D action adventure games from this time period that are a little more inventive and have more going on than Soul Reaver 2. I'm here for the vibes. I'm here for the vibes and for these vampires who need to kiss. Okay, but video game. Help, I'm lost. Much like if I was playing Hollow Knight. Oh. Look, after 2 seconds of looking around, I have found the solution to my problem. Now it's time. Hollow Knight will never lie to you. Oh, look, it's the Fire Temple. Metroid Fusion is on Switch, but only if you pay them money. Which, thanks to the benefit of having someone who has a family plan with the Nintendo Switch Online, I don't have to pay anything. Oh, look at this. Art.
The scenes I discovered here were unambiguous. This race of winged beings, the architects of the pillars and the creators of the Reaver, were Nosgoth's first vampires. Their bloodthirst appeared to be a curse, inflicted upon them by their vanquished enemies. These images confirmed the truths that Cain had divulged to me, but I had been too incredulous to accept. I struggled in vain to see how the pieces fit together. How Cain intended to escape the dilemma of his destiny, and what role he had plotted for me, and why Mobius and the dark powers with which he seemed to be allied were so desperate to see Cain dead, and so intent on me being the instrument of his execution.
Who's to say? But I bet we'll find out. Do. Look at this skybox. Now this is a skybox. Too much anime is bad for your health? I disagree. I think anime is good for everyone. I'm gonna hop into voice chat. Alright. Got... Okay, I'm gonna need some sort of key for a hole, you tell me.
Realize that you rejoined, that you were here.
Yeah, I joined the voice call. So I figured there was probably going to be less cutscenes while we're doing the dungeon.
No.
Let me turn down the volume a little bit.
People need to hear me in their ear holes.
Shut up.
I'm trying to be me, and you won't even allow me to be me.
Ah, holes and pee-pees and fucking. Ah.
There's a pretty funny meme going on Twitter, which I know you don't like Twitter, but I just gotta point this out. But someone got ass blasted saying, "Is there any White Lotus, The Menu, and Triangle of Sadness, even Parasite? Who's brave enough to do a biting social satire of poor people that's funny?" And everyone's like, "Do you not watch Always Sunny in Philadelphia?"
I mean, yeah.
But also, like, the first part of this, who is brave enough to do a biting social satire of poor people?
Ah, yes, the poor people. Gotta punch up on those no good ne'er-do-wells. The impoverished.
The other one that I know you talked about it earlier was the one I put in Assorted Memery. The political one. Did you see this one?
Yeah. I saw it and it
At
upset me.
CPAC, an anti-vax speaker has begged his son, talks about begging his son not to get a COVID shot. My son said, "Dad, I know you're super successful at business, but I think you're just susceptible to conspiracy theories." So I started doing some research on how did they get my kid. So this game has an aesthetic. But I'm gonna say right now that, like, you playing this game reminded me that this type of sound design, like these sorts of sound effects where it's like weird, like screechy sound effects whenever you hit something.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
that era.
The
of console
reverb.
platformers. I'm so glad we're past this.
Yeah, it's fine. This game is literally 22 years old.
I know. Could drink. What do you think that Soul Reaver would major in college? now that he could go to college. Philosophy. Soul Reaver would definitely be a liberal arts major.
Oh yeah, Raziel, absolutely.
Raziel majors in psychology, but doesn't go the extra step of making a
No,
medical degree, and so he ends up in a gas station.
No, he's a philosophy major.
Oh, cool.
Raziel and Kane are both philosophy majors.
That end up doing data entry because they've got this degree that's a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Let me look at what other games came out during this time.
In 2001,
Luigi's
Luigi's Mansion.
Luigi's Mansion would major in. Actually, it would. Luigi's Mansion would have just gone into a vocational education.
Yeah, Luigi's Mansion would have just been like, "Hey, we've."
I'm gonna go into a
those.
trade school. They're so misunderstood. And then ends up making.
Oh, listen here in Europe, you can get paid really well just not going to college, just doing vocational.
Okay. ICO is an art major that ends up putting food on the table by making pornographic or erotic art commissions.
Hey, that's not a nice thing to say about what's his name, Fumito Ueda.
Is that what Fumito Ueda is doing these days?
Who's no, they made what the fuck did they make?
They finally made Last Guardian.
Yeah, they made Last Guardian, and then what has he been working on since? Because that game came out many a year ago.
God, it's been at least 6 or 7 years, right?
I don't know what time is anymore.
Oh, he was supposed to make that, wasn't he making a game with, Epic?
Sure. So he's making Fortnite skins, is what you're telling me.
Let me see.
Gonna get the bird
Gen
dog
Design.
as a skin in Fortnite.
What happened to Gen Design? Last
Because,
Guardian developer Gen Design teases possible game announcement in 2023. Okay, what else are the other 2001? Grand Theft Auto 3? Grand Theft Auto 3 is a tech pro.
Yeah, Grand
Making
Theft
a lot of
Auto
money.
3 is a nightmare. It's just a piece of shit.
Max Payne. What would Max Payne major in?
Max Payne is dead from an overdose.
Yeah. Max Payne is the guy who joined a fraternity and then pickled his liver. Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty is film major that doesn't understand film.
Yeah. See, this is what we call satire.
Halo Combat Evolved. Halo Combat Evolved is a social worker.
Halo Combat Evolved was in the ROTC.
Yeah, okay, sure. Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill 2 would be a social worker.
Yeah, Silent Hill 2 is
Horribly overworked, like miserable in what they do, but they do something important.
Yeah.
Let's keep going. Super Smash Bros. Melee. What's
Super
the most
Smash Bros.
annoying
Melee
major?
is in jail
Yeah.
for sexually assaulting a minor. I made that
Fuck.
joke.
Jesus
I made
Christ.
that joke.
You made you give. Oh, we need to censor what the ZP said at the end of the podcast.
You're the one who said that.
No. Even I had the wherewithal to say, yeah, we should bleep that out.
It's funnier if you bleep it. Sometimes bleeping
Yeah.
is funnier.
But no, I was gonna say Super Smash Bros. Melee is like what? What would they major in?
Super Smash Bros.
Child
Melee dropped out.
psychology? Yeah. dropped
of
out.
college.
Devil May Cry 1.
Devil May Cry 1 changed his major like 3 times.
Before graduating with
air juggles.
Sonic Adventure 2.
Oh.
Sonic Adventure 2 went to college for 1 year and then did it for a scholarship.
C's get degrees, motherfucker. That's Sonic Adventure 2. And me.
I'm gonna skip Twisted Metal Black, because fuck David Jaffe. Final Fantasy X.
You do know that Final Fantasy X?
Yeah.
Final Fantasy
2001.
X, weirdly enough, theology.
I was gonna say math, considering sphere grids.
Okay.
He's an accounting major. Conker's Bad Fur Day, music major.
Conker's Bad Fur Day is British.
Music major.
Yeah.
Musical theater.
Yeah.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. Now that's a sports major that got by on a scholarship.
Sports medicine.
Yeah. Animal Crossing for the GameCube. Fucking animal welfare. Animal Crossing works in an animal welfare shelter and talks to you about dogs. And how you could be a part of the sheltering system.
I am. I adopted an animal. And then 36 hours later said, oh God, I don't know if I'm mentally capable of taking care of an animal. And now that animal lives across the hall from me. Where he is treated very well.
Okay. Arcana of Steamworks.
Arcanum English major.
Sure.
With a little bit of history.
Actually, yeah. English major's pretty good. What else came out? Oddworld Munch's Odyssey. Art
Got
major.
all the hits.
Oh, your favorite, Alone in the Dark, The New Nightmare. First Phoenix Wright. SSX Tricky. Yeah, it was a good year. I just see so many games of my childhood here. And it makes me feel old.
Yeah, you're old.
Yeah, we're gonna die.
Yeah. You're gonna die. There's nothing you can do.
I think I've...
And that's okay.
I know. I just wish that,
Just wish that I
don't know where I'm going with this sentence. I'm gonna stop now.
just wish that I could feel the touch of a woman. Is that what you want me to say?
No. More like Star failed to launch in the first half of 2023. Am I right?
I wasn't expecting it to. I guess is what I'd say to that.
video games.
Yeah, this has some sort of wind puzzle.
You have to represent all the elements somehow.
Based on all of the ideas that they had in...
Water is wet, fire burns, ice is slippery and freezes things. Wind pushes things. What else do you want? Lava burns feet and melts you.
There we go.
I'll be here all day.
Yeah. So, Etrian Odyssey 4.
Yeah, I picked a good game.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you gonna play it now? Gonna play it, nerd?
I am. Not on stream. I have to play it on a handheld. I don't want to deal with
You don't want to
handheld
deal with
streaming.
Simu?
Oh god, no. Fuck that. I'll probably play it starting Saturday. You two said nothing but positive things. Where it's like, oh, it's like I picked
Yeah,
a
that's
game
what I said.
I've never played before. I've never played an Etrian Odyssey game, and yet you and Jeff keep talking about them as being these good things.
They're very good dungeon crawlers.
Yeah, but my worry is how much anime is there. Is there enough animated for me?
It's the art.
For me.
I mean, the art is... If you like...
So what you're saying is that it doesn't have enough anime.
No.
So it's not. It's
not
Atelier,
Labyrinth of
it's below
Refrain,
Atelier.
that's for sure.
Is it above or below Atelier?
Below.
Okay. I was gonna say Labyrinth of Refrain below.
Labyrinth of Refrain seems... unsurprisingly... Hey, guess what? It's a Nipponichi game.
Yeah, anything by Nipponichi. So you're saying that it's even below Disgaea. Probably below. Disgaea is ultimate.
Disgaea is the
anime.
worst anime, though.
It's anime. Oh god, Sparky's on Twitch. You don't want to say that with him on Twitch.
Even he thought Disgaea 6 was a disappointment.
Yeah, but he still likes the anime.
And when the guy who's like, well, the numbers didn't go up in the right way, is against the anime, the AQ.
You know that you fucked up. You know you fucked up.
You know you fucked up. The AQ, the anime quotient. They talk a lot about IQ and how it's a weird, racist, antiquated system that doesn't properly measure intelligence.
I don't think they're allowed to use that for IEPs anymore either. I don't know how many of you understand those words that I just said.
I don't understand the sentence you just said.
IEPs, that means the actual portfolio of paperwork that says that you are on a special education program. 504s.
Oh.
Actual legal
Oh,
document.
buddy, I remember 504 plans.
Idea. SSTs. Anyways, so video games. This video game. You're in the Maya level.
Some sort of pyramid, yes. I've solved the puzzle.
Hooray. How do you feel?
Indifferent.
How do you think you, modernize the puzzly platformy bits of this?
You don't.
You turn it into
You just
Lara
make
Croft.
it good.
You just make it into, like, modern Lara Croft Tomb Raider?
Modern Lara Croft Tomb Raider is just Uncharted.
Yeah, I know. That's my point. Are you saying that this game could use with the core gameplay stuff of, like, Assassin's Creed? Not the open world stuff, but the actual, like, parkour stuff. Like the climbing around stuff,
Oh,
like
sure.
Brotherhood. Like the underground dungeons in Brotherhood. You remember that? That shit was good.
No, I do not remember a thing about that game, despite liking it quite a bit at the time.
I still think that some of that Brotherhood 2, even
Revelation.
even Revelations, like the
The Ezio
underground
trilogy.
the Ezio, because the Ezio trilogy still had a little bit of Prince of Persia DNA in it.
Yeah,
And then they went
full
full
is
open world shit by 3.
and then
there were levels
four
that still
is its
felt
own
like Prince of
weird
Persia.
fucked up thing where they took the good ideas from 3 and said pirates, and then people wanted them to make a pirate game, and so they did.
It was okay. I'm pretty sure that game has not held up, but whatever.
No, it's
People
fine.
like
They're
those.
making a new one. They're making Skull and Bones,
Yeah.
a real game that will definitely come out.
Boy, you know, Ubisoft has Skull and Bones and Beyond Good and Evil.
Yeah,
Beyond Good
and nothing
Evil is
else. They have literally no other video games.
They've got like
18
whatever
Tom
they're doing
Clancy
with
projects.
Siege, which is just going to become content patches for Siege.
Oh! When he said blow me, I didn't think it was be like this. Name that game. Name that hot Ubisoft game. Far Cry Blood Dragon.
Oh, I thought you were asking your chat.
No, I'm asking the person I'm talking to directly.
I thought you meant your chat. Whatever. Okay,
My
yeah,
chat-
Blood Dragon.
My chat was too busy yelling at each other about Metroidvanias.
Is this a Metroidvania?
No, this one especially not.
Is the first game a Metroidvania?
No. Kind of, but not really. It doesn't commit enough to be called a full one. I know.
Here's my controversial take. While I think a Soul Reaver 3, a new Soul Reaver would be more interesting, I think that Blood Omen would be easier to make.
Oh yeah, if they made like top-down Dark Zelda, yeah, that would it'd sell like hotcakes. Kids would be buying vampires for a nickel.
I'd buy that for $1.
I'd buy that for 30 American dollars.
Yeah, the level of transformation stuff in this is still the coolest thing.
It's still really cool. They use it a lot less in this one, I feel like.
Yeah, it's almost as if that's why the first game felt incomplete, is because, fuck, we gotta make 3 versions of the same level.
Not
Actually, more
quite,
than
but
3.
yes. They have to layer 2 different versions of the level on top of each other.
Yeah. Which back in the day, probably wasn't easy. Probably.
But the fact that they did all this shit without loading,
Yeah.
and
Even
I mean,
Tony Hawk had loading.
can I tell you that I 100%ed both Tony Hawk 1 and 2, and now I'm the best at video games. I'm a Superman, doing everything I can, holding on to what I am. Getting older all the time, feeling younger in my mind.
Yeah, there was actually a pretty sad Tony Hawk movie where he talked about how last year he really seriously injured himself and he doesn't know if he'll be able to walk properly.
Oh.
Like, apparently he's like, yeah, I'm gonna try and do a 900 in my 40s, and he's like, I just completely fucked my spine up. That's why if you see Tony Hawk today, he always has a cane. Tony Hawk, what are you doing?
I mean, there was that documentary that recently came out that's basically like, to some extent, it seems like the man just cannot stop himself. Like that is who he is.
My favorite story as to the first 900 is that Tony Hawk actually had exceeded all of his fouls. So basically, he had fucked up. It was the X Games, and he had fucked up the move like past 3 times, and technically you're supposed to get disqualified after that. But he got so close on his 3rd attempt that they're like, no, fucking keep going. We don't care. We're breaking the rules. Fuck it. Punk. Whatever. And then he did it, and they still awarded him gold when they should have disqualified him. What a cool dude.
I wish I was a cool dude. Instead, I'm an internet streamer with a mildly successful podcast. Woe is me, really.
I still think they could make a new Tony Hawk game. But
They were. They were making the remake of 3 and 4.
Yeah, and then they closed the studio.
And then they didn't close the studio. They turned Vicarious Visions into the bandage to stop the gaping wound of Blizzard.
Yeah. What a fucking shit show.
Just, you have this studio with like literal decades track record of excellence.
Of writing ships.
Of like making really solid, well-made efforts.
Well, Brayden, this is why we need to write to our congressperson that we support the Microsoft Activision merger.
People...
Because they would be able to manage Vicarious Visions better. We need to support corporate mergers. It would lead to greater diversity of video games.
No, it wouldn't! I mean, it would lead to greater diversity of video games in the abstract sense, in the sense that literally all of Activision just exists for the purpose of Call of Duty.
Right.
You have thousands of people, like dozens of, like literal thousands of employees, all of whom are working towards the most milquetoast.
People like the multiplayer.
Yeah, but they're not. Okay, here's the thing. As someone who generally likes this year's game,
Yeah.
the fact that their seasonal updates are so focused on Warzone is one of those things. It's like, well, I guess I'm just gonna keep this uninstalled.
You know what I think is the big question? I think that, Call of Duty might as well make what I feel like they really want to make, which is, let's just make a multiplayer game from now on and just fuck the campaign.
Well, you still need studios to make all them maps.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what the next GTA game is gonna be, because GTA Online was kind of like this aberration where you could tell that they did not predict that that thing would be the biggest thing associated with Grand Theft Auto ever.
Despite the fact that it's a barely functional piece of trash.
But it makes them so much money, and it has such a massive online community despite all of the technical issues.
Despite the fact
like,
that
obviously the next GTA game will have a single player campaign, but it might be the first one where they the GTA Online is at least getting equal footing or equal attention. And one of the brothers is still on with that franchise, right? It's just the other one
Yes.
got booted out.
Well, he didn't get booted out. He just left. I don't know. I also don't like Rockstar games. I never have.
Did you play the table ping pong game?
No. I did not
should
play
play the ping
Rockstar
pong
Presents
game.
Table Tennis.
That game was actually really good.
I'm sure it was.
It really was. God damn it. That game was so fucking good. And also, yeah, Midnight Club. What if... See, that always weirded me out. Like, GTA games have the worst controlling cars, and yet GTA made Midnight Club, and it's like, just put the controls of Midnight Club in GTA. What the fuck are we doing? I just
Like-
remember I was playing San Andreas, and was also playing that year's, I think it was like Underground, Need for Speed Underground. It's like, why are the cars in this game, why don't they just copy the car controls in this? Because, you know,
It's okay.
There's, like,
Racing
the
games are
weird-
dead.
the weird thing. I know you just love those sorts of statements.
I mean, I'm only being slightly facetious.
The Forza Horizon series. Is
Yeah, no,
very
Forza
popular.
Horizon makes plenty of money. I mean more in
And
the sense
Forza.
of, like, diversity of racing games.
Yeah.
There ain't been
Project
nothing
Cars
like
team got shut
Burnout.
down.
Still.
Uh,
Even the former Criterion people still haven't made a good Burnout replacement.
Mario Kart. Mario Kart's good. Mario
That's
Kart
not-
8. Nintendo's gonna continue to make Mario Kart 8 until I think I'm fucking in the grave.
Oh yeah. I would not be well, nah. When they put out that new Switch, they will put out a new Mario Kart. Because then they can sell it to 50 million people all over again. Like, the attach rate for Mario Kart on the Switch is
Ridiculous.
bonkers bananas.
I think it's approaching 50 million copies of Mario Kart 8 alone.
I don't own Mario Kart 8 because I'm a heathen. Okay, I see. Do I have to... Can I shoot it from here? No.
God, I miss the dirt games. Rally racing. Those games were stupid fun.
But yeah, it's like there's Forza, there's Gran Turismo, and then there's a bunch of like
What's the
sim
Ubisoft
racing games
game?
for
Yeah.
lunatics.
That's why I liked Colin McRae's game. Those Colin McRae dirt games, is they had this weird middle ground before Forza Horizon came out, like rally racing, dirt roads.
Yeah, rally racing. Going on my dad.
I'm surprised Sony. I mean, I guess I do know why Sony doesn't approve Motorsport, Motorstorm, because they have a different car game that's not Grand Theft or Gran Turismo. people actually like The Crew?
If they are, I don't know that.
I'm gonna click this article by CNET called "The Best PS4, PS5 Racing Games for 2023."
Oh, it's a listicle, you say?
Well, remember, Red Venture Media is encouraging these listicles be made by robots and AI. Number 1, Gran Turismo 7. Best game overall. Best circuit racing sim. Assetto Corsa Competizione.
That's, yeah.
Best PlayStation Formula 1 racing game, F1 2021. Best PlayStation arcade racer, Project Cars 3. Jesus Christ. Project Cars 3 is the game that you're putting as best arcade racer. We have a fucking problem. Best off-road racing game, like as in terms of the genre.
Yep.
Dirt 5. Open world racing game, The Crew 2.
What?
What? I mean,
Over Forza Horizon?
this is for PlayStation.
Oh.
Play Stallion.
Okay, yeah, I guess.
Best rally racing simulator, WRC 10. Best demolition derby game for PlayStation fans, Wreckfest.
Okay.
I want to see what CNET's best. That was best.
Isn't it great that, all these things that used to provide like an actual service are just being turned into soulless content farms, benefiting no one.
Okay. Best Xbox racing games. Forza Horizon 5. Forza Motorsport 7. Assetto Corsa Competizione. Is sim-based
Yeah, that's
racing
how they
sim.
say it. That's how you say it.
F1 2021. Shut the fuck up. Formula 1
Competizione.
racing game. Best arcade racing game, Hot Wheels Unleashed. Best rally racing game, WRC 10. Wait, the fucking thing that they put in for... Oh, God, it's the same text between articles. When it's a... Oh, man. Best off-road simulator, Snow Runner. Wait, what? People like Snow Runner, though. That's like the Ice Road Truckers game. Having a separate category for Demolition Derby game for Wreckfest is such a weird one.
Yeah, Wreckfest is cool.
Assetto Corsa Competizione. I'm gonna Google how this is actually pronounced.
No, ask Gino and M in the most obnoxious way possible.
I'm gonna click this. Babada boopity.
Anyway, now I have the wind's power. I did it.
You did it? You played the video game?
I played the video game. Now I have the wind reaver.
You're the Reaver of Winds.
So, I saw that the Senran Kagura games were on sale for the lowest discount they've ever been on.
I saw that too.
And I was like, because I'm a bad person.
Yeah. Yeah, I am too.
Because it's like, yeah, no, I'd stream this being like, hey, look how creepy this is.
But don't worry, flashes of light cover their boobies.
Is it a good video game?
As the
No.
Reaver drained
No.
the forge of its vital energy,
No,
the tempest receded.
absolutely not.
I recovered myself.
I bet they make a
and
good
paused
portion
to
of their
admire
money
my
selling
newly
DLC
forged
costume packages,
now
huh?
imbued with the elemental power of air. Thus armed,
It's basically
I
Dynasty
hope that
Warriors
I
with
now
anime ladies
finally
who
possess the
their clothes
means
rip
to
off
escape
if you take
Yeah,
some
you
damage.
see,
land.
you tell me that, and I say, oh, fantastic. And then I say, wait, do I actually want this?
What if, yeah, and then also just a really bad story.
Listen, all you need to know is that in Japan, you go to ninja school.
This is why I think I respect Akiba's trip.
Yeah.
That
These
game
elemental
knows.
Reaver
Yeah,
I
that game
discovered
knows, but that game is
had the
also at
power
least,
to
like,
obliterate
making
barriers that were
an
cracked
effort.
or compromised.
By, like, trying
At
to do
last, I
a
have the
fairly
means to
accurate
open that
recreation
ruined
of
time-streaming
Akiba
chamber I
circa
discovered so long
whenever that
ago
game
in
came
the
out.
snow.
And all of the characters
Now,
that you're working with
perhaps,
are
I could
scumbag
leave this
nerds.
wasteland.
And it's
And they're just
talking
return
about
to an era
otakus and fashion
when
trends
Yama's
and shit.
organs still lived.
Like, it has at least
A
themes.
spirit. It has a soul.
Yeah. Whereas Senran Kagura is just,
Titties.
I mean, listen, as a great man once said, that great man being the creator of Senran Kagura, tits are life, ass is hometown. And to that I say, yes. Who am I to disagree?
He's the master, right?
Now he no longer works on the franchise. So it's fine, no one's watching this.
I'll be back.
Ow. better.
I mean,
Could be
you're playing a
worse.
good video game.
I mean, I'm playing a video game I like, even if the actual playing of said video game I'm a little more lukewarm on.
This is a game that made sense when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, 2001, absolutely. And you're here for the writing. I'll put it this way, I'm not very excited to go back and finish Monkey Island.
Why? That new art style makes the game so much better.
No, it doesn't. Like, I think the voice acting is quite good. It makes some of the jokes land where they otherwise would not. And
You
so,
mean to tell me that the scum parser logic is not nearly as good as people think it is? Are you coming to the dark side with
No.
ZP?
no, as we all know, as the preeminent adventure game expert, the lord of adventure games, they call me, adventure
Yeah.
gameism.
Yeah.
Um,
You know what has really good logic puzzles? Ribbon.
yeah, I like clicking on the monkey.
Yeah, but then you would like Ribbon.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said that. Because as an adventure game fan,
You know that it's true.
I'm just all about that Myst, all of the Myst clones,
If it's
All
not
of-
made using HyperCard, is it a true adventure game? You asked me.
all of those games you play and have a terrible time with.
Yo, there's no terrible time with. Mist is good.
I have
Eat
bad
your
news for you.
vegetables. What bad news? There's
You
no
don't
bad
eat
news.
your vegetables.
I do eat vegetables. Today, I made pasta salad and I put spinach in it.
I mean, whatever. I had a fucking beef bowl for lunch. It was very good.
Did you go to the meat dimension?
I did not. It did not have that much beef. But it had, like, these really nice fatty cuts, thin cuts of beef.
Pork belly? Are you a pork belly fan?
I am.
I like my pork belly prepared a specific way. I like crispy edges. I don't like pure gelatinous pork belly. I want a little crunch texture.
Also, this game, stellar example of asset reuse. I do wish the camera was a little less directly behind you. But hey, you know. Especially in these environments that are, like, intentionally kind of dark and poorly lit. But yeah, I've been. Oh, here's the other fun thing that's happened to me today is trying to get fucking Walmart to refill one of my prescriptions, despite the fact that it still has multiple refills available. Yeah. It's fun.
Have you considered switching to Walgreens? Oh, wait, shit.
Oh, no, because Walgreens doesn't take my insurance.
Oh, really?
Well, it might now, but...
Yeah,
when
they
I
need
was-
all the customers they can get.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm not thrilled about it. Because then, yeah, the alternative is calling my doctor's office, and that's a pain in the ass. Alright.
I had no
Doctors
choice but
can't
to act
live with them,
purely on
can't live
blind
without
faith.
them.
There was no way to tell what error this device was tuned to, and I had neither the knowledge nor the means to set the machine myself. I hesitated only briefly. Then, throwing the switch, I hurled myself into oblivion and relinquished my will to the hand of fate.
Yeah! Make the vampire smooch.
So,
So, are you gonna
Yes.
stream today?
it's too late. I did one late
Okay.
night stream, and then I realized, ah, shit, I'm at work. This was a terrible idea.
Oh, look! Now I'm in
Beyond
the
all
past!
hope and against all probability.
But I gotta be honest
it
with you,
seemed that the
Brayden,
device
now that
had
I think about
unerringly
it,
delivered me to the error I sought.
Yeah.
I'd
For
rather
these were
stream
Sarafan banners,
and be done with this fucking
and
bad
these
shit game.
vampires apparently the
You
victims
only
of
have
their
so
crusade.
many hours left.
The coincidence seemed
30.
too convenient to
But it
naively
keeps
ascribe
crashing
to fate.
Whenever I
Whether
try to
my
finish it.
opportune arrival
I
had
mean,
been
Joku's been
orchestrated
trying to
by
finish
Mobius,
Wanted Dead
some
for,
other
like,
influence,
the past week.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
If Janos Ordrin still lived,
Let me see if...
I would find him.
I'm gonna do
gonna-
this.
I was
You're right.
wary
I
of
gotta do
further
this.
deception.
I gotta do this. I gotta do this. We gotta do
Tread
this. We gotta beat the
carefully.
game. Fuck it. Fuck it all.
Hold on, let
We
me
gotta
see.
do this. We gotta do this. We gotta
Okay,
do
no,
this.
he's playing Guardians of the
I'm gonna do-
Galaxy, which he's playing
Alright.
because they're taking it off
Alright.
of Game Pass.
Let me get some tea. I'm gonna do this.
Alright,
Okay,
spill the,
do this.
spill the tea, sis. That's what they say, right?
Brayden's like, I'm a better gamer than you. Nope. Nope. You wouldn't be able to deal with this shit.
No.
No. You couldn't. You
I
couldn't
have
deal with
beaten
15 days.
Countdown Vampires and,
Would you play a game by the people who brought you Mystery of the Druid all the way?
No.
Would you have done that? Would you have subjected yourself to this?
No, I
No, you
also
wouldn't
don't
have.
like. I also don't like dabbling in arsenic.
Okay. Deep breath. Deep breath. Deep breath. We're here, everybody. We're gonna finish this game. And I'm gonna finish it.
All right, then I'm going to save,
All right.
and I'm
Let's.
going to raid you.
God. Alright, yay. Ah, wow, look at... Hey, remember the puzzle with the laser beams? We gotta fucking laser beam it. Okay,
that's what they
right,
say.
laser beams. Woo, 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 woo. Okay. So it was,
And remember, thanks everyone for watching. If you're not gonna join Zombie Pie on his
Yeah.
terrible choices, remember that
Good choices.
if we reach 15 subscribers, I will do the geometric shape of dubious character action games. You should do that
All right.
because I will hate myself for it.
One of the solutions to this puzzle was double
and
D.
also, just remember that people who don't like Hollow Knight are